What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the RXP Podcast. My name is Matt, and I am joined by Yasser.
Oh, hello. I'm first.
I know, I'm just going all over the place. Tiffany.
Hello, hello.
And Alex.
Welcome to episode 128.
Dang it, I knew you were going to slide that in. This is the, if this is your 128th episode with us, or this is your first, RXP Podcast is the podcast all about working professionals' love for movies, TV shows, and video games. Today, though, we are all talking about the past, but also looking at the future. It is 2026, everybody, and with 2026 is all about goals. Hashtag goals. You know, it's New Year. New Year, new us. New Year, same us. Potentially?
Yeah, potentially.
Is that
Probably.
good? Is that bad?
Merch?
This could be a therapy session. You never know. But we're going to take the first little step because, we set goals, but we're not just going to set them and forget them. We set goals knowing that we have almost a tribunal to go to. We have to attend and put our goals from 2025 on display and have our peers judge us brutally, maybe honestly, maybe graciously. I don't know. It depends on us. So let's talk about 2025. I'll start with my goals. Last year, of course, my goal was to watch 200 movies. I had a bunch of different categories with it. It was foreign films and 2025 movies and 2000 movies, 1900 movies, all the above. There's so many different, categories and caveats that I had to do. Nailed that thing.
Nice.
Ended up watching 205 movies. Got all my categories. The hardest one for me, honestly, was the 50 rewatches. I was literally rewatching When Harry Met Sally on New Year's Day, New Year's Eve, and literally finished it an hour before the ball dropped. So,
oh my God,
it was a buzzer beater, man. But I watched When Harry Met Sally last New Year's Eve, and honestly, it's kind of like a New Year's Eve movie for me. So it worked out. It all worked out.
It was
very happy about that goal.
That's
loved
incredible.
it. Yeah, I was pumped. It's honestly my biggest accomplishment this year. Two other goals. My one goal was to utilize PS Plus a little bit better and platinum 6 games that were for free for just the PS Plus,
library,
generic, basic, whatever it's called. And I also did that. I probably should have pulled this up earlier. I know I did Stanley Parable. That's what I started with early on in the year. But then I also platinumed Viewfinder, Psychonauts 2, Jusant, Lego Horizon Adventures, which was booty. I think I've talked about it on some podcast.
Yeah.
Or maybe I just talked to you guys offline. And RoboCop Rogue City. But platinum 6 of them. They were great for the most part. But it was really fun. It made me jump out of my shell, that my classic games that I like playing, and jump into something that I wouldn't have given a chance to, which is kind of the best part about PS Plus. So happy with it. Yeah. Happy with those. And then my third.
Did you have a third goal? Yeah. Okay.
I had a third goal, and that was to play in platinum or 100% as best I can a Predator, the game that came before a game that came out last year. And so I played Hollow Knight, beat that 100%. Did Ghost of Tsushima, platinum that, fantastic game. And then my last one that I ended up doing because I was maybe planning for certain games that, kicked into 2026. And I thought, Metro Prime 4 is coming out. Finally, I'll just go and replay in 100% Metro Prime Remastered that came out on Switch a bit ago. Played it, did not finish it or 100% it. So that is, it's a blemish. It's a blemish on my record. I wanted to be completely transparent because there's probably no way that you would even be able to know I didn't 100% it because it was on Switch. But I wanted to be honest in front of the court. So 2 for 3. But it was a fun time. Just kind of ran out of time.
What
Those
about
are my goals?
What about Death Stranding? Did that not count?
Death Stranding, I platinumed the year before, 2024.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You had it already. Too early.
Okay. I leave it to your all's capable hands to judge me. A through D is what we're going to judge based on.
Are we using like minuses, pluses, or is it just a letter grade?
Honestly, we're setting the precedent, so you can do what makes your heart happy.
That to me seems like. Oh, go ahead, Alex.
I vote A.
I also vote A.
I vote A. We're all A's.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was an A.
Thank you, guys.
Triple A. Get
Thank
your
you.
insurance here.
Learned a lot from it. Definitely appreciate it. I think I got like the second worst letter grade for 2024, so I'm glad to be back on the dean's list, you could say.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, who wants to bring their goals to the table?
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go.
Let's do it.
That's hard to follow up.
It really is, which is also why I'm
can
just
only
gonna
go down from here.
Yeah, I don't think I did as hot as Matt for 2025, but so my goals, one of my major goals last year was to read. My book goal was 52 books.
Oh wow!
And I hit 134.
Another crazy goal.
Wow.
So
Wasn't even
that
close.
was a great part. However, one of my sub goals for that was to lower my currently reading list to less than 7 books. And that did not happen. I just checked my quote unquote currently reading list. I'm back up to 15. I'm still at 15. I was at like 14, 15 last year when I made the goal. I'm still at 14, 15. However, when I look at the books, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of them I started before 2025, and 7 of them I technically started in 2020. So like the 2025 ones, I feel like I have some leniency because I like started them, but like there are 8 books on here that I've started as like most recent, quote unquote, or I guess like most past in 2022. Like I have not made a dent on those. So that was, last year, kind of 50-50 there, right? And then my second major goal was to roll credits on 5 video games, and I only rolled credits on 4 video games.
So close.
It was
what were they?
It was Cat Quest 3, Split Fiction, Fantasy Life
Nice.
I, The Girl Who Ends with Time, or whatever that title is.
Still a ridiculous name.
Technically Mario Kart World, which was just playing
Let's
all
go.
the races. But it was
Yeah, counts.
yeah, so
Oh my god, I don't know.
It does.
I mean, do you get credits? You do.
Are there actually?
That is true.
yeah, there are
So
credits.
all 4 of those,
Whatever.
Alex also rode credits on because you
that
were
is-
playing with Alex with every one of those games, right?
I mean, only 2 of them were like we were both physically playing with each other. The other 2 were like in parallel. Like
Okay.
I guess
Okay.
theoretically. But yeah, you're not wrong. I guess all of these are I was trying to roll credits on Pokemon ZA, but that did not happen before the end of the year.
Ooh. How close
Did you get close?
you get?
What
you guys
letter
were,
are you now?
Yeah.
Let's not talk about that now. Maybe that might be a 2026 situation.
For what it's worth,
gonna
I'm
go on your
at
report
rank
card.
D now. I'm almost at rank C. I'm so close.
I thought you meant you gave me a D, and I was probably like, wow.
Oh no.
Oh, that's totally how I interpreted that. Oh, you're talking about Pokemon again.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Pokemon. Yeah, that's right.
I'm also
What was your
still at
third
D.
goal?
I didn't have a third goal.
Oh, okay. Sweet.
Yeah. I had 2 big
Well,
goals.
that first one kind of had 2, but yeah.
Oh, that's true. It's like a 1A, 1B.
Yes, a 1A,
Okay.
1B.
What are we feeling, guys?
B
Valiant
plus.
Well, we're saying pluses now.
Wow.
Okay.
I mean, I'm giving pluses and minuses.
What do you
Wow,
got,
B
Matt?
I think
plus. That's
like
pretty good.
her 1A goal, she beat by like 2
Double.
to
Yeah.
3 times.
True.
So
You
I
definitely
feel
get
like
some
that
extra
gives her
credit
some
there.
extra credit.
Okay.
I do think a lack of single player experiences, does taint it a little bit to where I think a B, just a solid B, not B
Okay.
plus, but B.
I'll take it.
So I'm like slightly offended by the Mario Kart world. I'm not gonna lie.
So if you say you
So,
only roll credits on 3 games,
Okay.
I'll give you.
a C
I'll give
plus.
you. Yeah, I was going between C+, B-. I'll be nice, B-, B-.
Okay. Thank you guys.
Yeah. Solid.
That averages out to a
solid.
B. I'll take it.
Yep,
Alex
that's
B
right.
plus
That's
and
great.
Yasser's B minus. And Matt's B.
All right, Alex. Lay it on us, man.
All right. I had 2 goals for 2025. One goal being I was given 3 recommendations, one from each of you. And the goal was to do a combination peer review where we would all come together and then discuss each topic in one mega peer review, the only peer review of its kind. And we did. We talked about Severance seasons 1 and 2. We talked about K-pop Demon Hunters, and we talked about Sinners. So that was produced. I made the video. You all sat here and talked with me. So, listeners, if you want to go check out that peer review, there's timestamps in the video, in the podcast links if you just want to listen to one of the 3 topics. But all 3 were great. Long story short, all 3 are recommendations. But that happened. We did it together. So if anything, I needed all 3 of you to get that done. Let alone just to have the recommendations in the first place.
It was.
And the second goal, which I will say I did not progress at all, and therefore I am willing to take a very bad rating because of it, was to continue writing my novel. I did not progress at all. Not a single word. Not a single word was etched in any sort of record on any sort of document.
You're taking the George R.R. Martin path. That's all.
Yeah,
you'll get there.
That's true.
And so we fully completed the peer review goal, but then we did not progress the writing goal. But who's to say that maybe the lack of fulfilling this goal has an impact or does not have an impact on maybe one of my goals this year? But I'll hold off till we get there.
Who's to say you not etching a word is not part of the writing process already?
Yeah,
so
that's
technically you're still part of the writing process.
So before I can really consider a grade here, I feel like I have to ask, for that second goal, what happened? Walk us through. You don't have to I'm not trying to slam you here. It's more so just give us how the process went and what was the biggest roadblock for you, or what was something that was just really tough? Was it the time that you just couldn't fit in, or just couldn't really get it going when you did try? What was the biggest thing?
I think it was a combination of, I guess, two major points in retrospect that I try to look at it. One was I feel like I traveled a lot last year. I wasn't at home, and so for me, typically I'm not a big traveler. Maybe a couple trips, maybe 1 or 2 trips typically. I think last year I ended up leaving town maybe upwards of 8 to 9 times. And so for me, just
that's a big change,
not being at home was such a sudden shift for me, right? Because obviously when I go on these trips, I'm not necessarily looking to write or anything, right? These were vacations mostly. And so I think it's a combination of not being home as much, and then also at the same time, and I guess maybe more prominently, I didn't read any books last year in retrospect. And so I think
interesting. Okay.
There's a reflection of me not or having less motivation to write my story because I didn't read any stories, and maybe there's something to dig into there. But I think those are kind of the main 2 points.
I appreciate you sharing that. That is very helpful for me. I'll go last.
Classic. So here's the thing. I think that is still, this is the same for 2024, still the loftiest goal out of all of us.
Yeah.
So
true.
I feel like it has
Seriously.
to be, taken very lightly. So I'm not really even going to think about it, to be honest, because I think, I think the peer review with all 3 of us kind of doing separate iterations was honestly probably one of my favorite bits of content that we did last year, because I listened to it as a podcast, and it was really fun to hear everybody's take on the different pieces that, were recommended to you. You produced it, you put it together, you uploaded it. That to me is A
Still
quality
a project
in my book. So I say A because I think you put in a lot of effort for your goals. And I thought it was great.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, now that Matt when it was kind of good that he went first, I was teetering between B and C. But because it's tough because it is literally the hardest.
You just
goal.
Gotta be objective. Yeah, it is the
but the thing
goal,
is,
though.
it's like he didn't even write an outline or anything. So I'm gonna go with B-. I'm gonna go with B-. I think that's what my heart says because it's still the hardest thing.
Dang, let him have it.
Yeah.
I mean, we let Tiffany have it, no?
That's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, so I'm going to go with B-. Yasser?
Okay. Yeah, I like that reasoning. I'll go with B- as well. I like that.
Okay.
Man, these were all much higher than I was expecting. I would give myself a C. So
we're always our harshest critic, you know what I mean? I mean, that's probably what's preventing you from even writing words down. You're like,
here's the thing, though.
Enough.
In my mind, putting myself in your shoes, could I do it any better? And I'm 100% no. I 100% am very scared of ever putting anything written down. So it's hard for me to grade because I'm almost grading it's if I had the same goals, would I do it better or worse or what? And for the content that you made, I think it was quality. So I appreciate it. It was honestly really fun. Because
that was fun.
Also, those 3 things were 3 of my favorite things that happened in 2025. So when I think back on 2025, I kind of think about our peer review because it had all of us, and it was really cool. So love it.
Totally. Yeah, and honestly, when I do my goals, I think of them more as just things that help encourage me to something that I want to do more of, and not necessarily the end goal is the target. So that's why I'm pretty lenient with you too, Alex. So to that point, let me go ahead and share with you all my 3 goals from 2025. Yeah.
Yep.
I'll go through the one that I actually did accomplish, and then we'll do the other 2 that I didn't. All right. That was to meet or beat my mark from last year for movies watched. It was initially 30 just movies straight up that I needed to watch because that's how many I watched in 2024. And in the mid-year checkpoint that we had, I was at 24 movies. And so we switched it at that point to 30 first watches to make it a little bit more difficult for me to get to that endpoint. And I still got to it. So I watched 51 movies this past year. Which is way more than probably I've ever watched in a singular year, if I'm being completely honest. Though this is the first time I've ever tracked how many movies I've watched, at least for a goal. And I watched 51 with 11 being rewatches, so 40 new first watches. So we beat it by 10. So easy peasy, lemon squeezy. That was a lot of fun. I wanted to watch more movies this year, and that was a great way to kind of encourage me to do so. And I almost pretty much averaged a movie a week, which I really enjoyed. All right. Moving on to the others. I had one additional goal that was similar to Alex. It was 3 one-on-one pods with you all to go through topics that we don't necessarily go through on our typical podcast episodes. And we got close. Matt and I did the first one. We did a fireside chat with the future of gaming and kind of mixed in some Xbox there and see what we thought the future was for Xbox as a whole. And then Tiffany and I did a book club for This Is Going to Hurt. That was a lot of fun as well.
Yeah.
And then Alex and I, we talked about a topic when I was visiting Virginia in late October, and then I literally just completely forgot with the holidays. That's on me. But we have a topic in mind, and I want to do it this year anyways. So I will be reaching out. Alex will still do that topic, but it just won't be part of 2025. That's all.
All right. Yeah, I can vouch for that the topic was settled on within 2025.
Yes. Yes. We had so much time, and I dropped the ball there. And then the last one was to watch an entire season of 7 new TV shows, like shows that I've not seen before.
Wow.
The main reason why I wanted to do this is because I feel like as of late, it's been a lot of rewatching, or not rewatching, but just continuing watching shows that I've already seen before, whether it's like Stranger Things or Severance or The Bear. Like there's a lot of shows that I like that I consistently like follow up on, but not necessarily shows that I haven't tried before. And so I wanted to try more shows this year, with mixed results, I'll say. But let's see, let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got to 5. So I got pretty close. Like I said, it's really more so the attempt, which I think was successful. But I did only get to 5 new shows, and I didn't even necessarily finish all of them. And I'll explain why. So the first one was White Lotus. We talked about this before. I really enjoyed that show. Can't wait to watch more of it. The others that I haven't mentioned yet, WandaVision. I did finish that WandaVision, and I did enjoy it. Overall, I would say it was pretty up and down. Like there were some episodes I really liked, and then other episodes like, whatever. So I don't think I want to continue it as far as if there's additional seasons, or
you need
there
to
was
watch
another
Agatha.
one like Agatha all along. Like,
Yes.
yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm not on board.
Still haven't seen that show.
Oh my God, it's so good.
And then you might want to cover your ears for this one too. I also tried watching Loki.
Oh no.
Also did not like watching that show.
Oh my God.
I think I
Oh
finished
my
it.
God.
No, I did finish it.
Oh my God.
I thought there were like a couple of good episodes as it was kind of ramping up, and then it kind of just like all fell apart again. And so I'm not interested in continuing that show. But again, I'm glad that I finally gave it a try, because Loki's been sitting there for a while. Wanted to give it a whirl because I know a lot of people love that show.
Yeah, Owen Wilson.
Owen Wilson probably was my favorite character, for what it's worth.
He is the best character, yes.
Yeah, I love
Not
him.
until season 2.
I hope we got a Sea-Doo or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And then here come the ones that I did not finish. Well, actually, there's just one. The other one, I'll explain later. Alien Earth. I tried watching this show. I tried enjoying it. Anyone else try to watch this show this year?
No.
I'm mostly looking at Matt,
I've been meaning to.
Okay.
I've been
I
meaning
got
to.
2 episodes in, and I just gave up. I'm sorry. Like,
Ooh, okay.
I just thought it was relatively boring, and it didn't like do what I wanted it to do as far as like expanding the universe. If you watch it and you end up like sticking with it and it gets really good, definitely let me know, because I'll definitely be willing to try it again. I just felt like where it was going, it seemed like more political and like not as fun as I wanted it to be.
Okay.
And then lastly was Pluribus. And
how was that?
let me say this. I've only watched the pilot, but let me tell you, I watched it like a week ago, but I have like very good self-control. But let me say that I think this is one of the best pilots I've ever watched for a TV show.
Whoa.
I love the pilot. Now, will it hold up to the pilot? I have no idea, because like the things that the pilot introduces are crazy, and it's like I don't even understand how they're gonna get a whole season out of it. But if they do, like this might be one of my new favorite shows. But all I can say is I really enjoyed the pilot, and I'm excited to see where that show goes from there. Very fun pilot.
Okay.
But
I heard really good things from it.
Yep. I mean, obviously there were non-new watches like Squid Game, Severance, Stranger Things, all great seasons this past year, but only got to 5 new shows.
That's pretty good.
And I think that's
it.
Pretty good. So mixed bag, but overall I feel like I got some good progress, and I accomplished what I wanted to out of the goals for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in the B- camp. I think you did a really good job, but then
I say B.
Thanks,
Yeah.
And I'm gonna round out saying B+, because I honestly think you're right there. Like having 51 movies when you're not used to watching that many movies is like, that's an accomplishment, because that's a lot of time that you could be spending on watching other shows, and you at least had the forethought to think through that third topic. And honestly, waiting until the end of the year when like there's tons of holidays and travel plans for like you and one other person is like trouble. So like, yeah, you know, it didn't happen.
I appreciate
but you know
that. I appreciate that.
You'll make it up. And now, you know, you've got some shows to watch. So, I think a B+. But honestly, I'm impressed. All 4 of us doing well. We're all on the dean's list. We're all getting A's and B's. It's pretty great.
We're giving our good old college try.
Yeah, dean's list maybe not, but like we all gave it a good college try for sure.
Yeah.
A's,
well, you know what?
get degrees.
That's
barely
also true.
know
That's
what
right.
a dean's list was, to be honest. I was not a great student. Anyway, we won't talk about that. I love B's. Like B, you wake up, you get a B. That's right. That's fine. That's what it's all about. Okay, so let's talk about that's 2025. And now we're done talking about 2025. We're never even going to talk about it ever again, unless you guys are basically like, let's roll it back and let's work on that novel for 2026. Which who knows? Maybe one of you will. Maybe all of us will. Maybe all of us are writing a memoir. You never know. So let's talk through.
Matt's goal is writing a memoir
each. I know. I'm not interesting enough to do a memoir. But maybe one day.
Memoirs of a pharmacist.
So anybody want to start for your goals?
I want to start because I have an easy
Let's
peasy
do
one.
it.
Y'all know.
Perfect.
Because this is one of my most consistent goals, I've decided to increase my book reading goal because no, not that much.
Clearly 52 is too easy.
I'm going to go to 104. Listen, last year was kind of a fluke. Like 134.
Wait, what was your goal last year again?
52.
So you doubled it.
Yeah. So, but last year, so I doubled it to 104. Last year, 134, I think is like literally the most books I've ever read in my adult life in a year. I think like the previous years, I was struggling to get to like 89. So we'll see how this year gets. I'm going to do 104, but one of my sub goals for this goal is that I need to finish this one particular book series that is, I have 2 of the books from that series on my quote unquote currently reading list since like 2024. I need to finish this series. Like that's going to be it's called Throne of Glass. I have 3 books left. I just got to finish
I've heard of that.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question? I know
Absolutely.
I just said we're not talking about 2025, but I'm going to talk about 2025 again.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy reading 134 books?
I enjoyed reading like 130 of them.
Okay, perfect. Like I think like that's your number, because I was thinking when I was thinking about my goals, I'm like, okay, I did 200 this year. Maybe I'll do 300 the next year. And you know what? I was really happy with that 200, and I feel like I was reaching my limit at 200.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yes.
Because I think we've all talked about this in the past. It's like these goals aren't homework. They shouldn't be homework. Like this should be fun. So you know what?
Exactly.
If you have 104 as your goal, like do it. That's 103 more than I'll probably read this year. So great job. Great job on that.
Actually, though.
But I think my really big focus is going to be on this sub goal to finish this one series that I've been like dragging my feet on. I just need to finish it. So
how many books in the series do you have left?
3, and there's 7 total.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, so only 101 more to go.
No,
I guess that's
right.
true. That's true. I mean, I've already read a bunch already. Oh, well, it's weird because like Goodreads also counts like, you know, manga volumes, which I mean, reading's reading. But
yeah, that's true.
Yep.
We'll judge you beginning of 2027 if you're like, I read 35 volumes on How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah. Okay.
You didn't really break down the books from last year, actually, now that you mentioned that.
Oh,
yeah. Next time I'll bring a pie chart.
Next time.
Yeah.
Thank you.
She's sorry, Matt said we're not talking about 2025 anymore.
Yeah.
Can you provide a visual aid like I do to help?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
A pie chart.
I would like to go next,
Alex,
because my goal is basically like 99% the same as Tiffany's. So in light my first goal for 2026, in light of not having written anything for my novel last year, my first goal for the year will be to read 7 books. And
let's go.
Wow.
And this is a combination of 7 being just a number, right? 7 days
W
in a
number,
week.
by the way. Keep going.
just kind of, it's just a number that's there. And there being books in the backlog that I need to get to, and so reading those, and not just limiting myself to this, because I think it's 3 books I have to read that I'm like, oh, I need to read these. That I was just like, hey, why not? Let's pump it up to 7, and just so I can get some more kind of reading done. And in view of that, it's in hopes of that this helps like reignite the motivation to work on the novel. So I will preface, the novel will not be a goal this year, but we are starting with at least the 7 books.
I'm so excited.
That sounds great. Let me go first. Let me go next.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Thanks. Okay. I would like, for my first goal, to read or listen to 10 books. Don't need to be new.
Yay.
That's all applause. Yay.
Yeah, that's great.
Yasser, are you getting the Harry Potter full cast audio? Because I've been...
That is literally the only reason why I said they don't need to be new. Because at least one of them, or at least a couple of them, are probably going to be that, because I've already gotten the first book.
Yes.
And I'm going to decide if I'm going to get the others based on how much I like the first one. So
I'm with you. I have the first book. I haven't listened to it yet, but if I like it, I'm going to get the others as well. Okay, Matt, do you have a book goal?
All right, my goal.
No.
I said I could have 3 goals, leading up to this.
Yeah.
Because I was in between a couple goals. And I'm going to go with the reading goal, since you guys are doing a reading goal. And honestly, I didn't read that much last year. This is going to sound super light in compared to you all. But I have some pretty,
lofty other goals.
Of course, overcomplicated goals to come. So I'll get my due. But I want to read 3 books where a movie is coming out this year, and reading the book that the movie is based on.
I love that.
I
love that.
Including reading the Odyssey before the Odyssey comes
out.
Summer.
Whoa. That's a goal. That's a goal.
I feel like if I start now, I might read the title page. So I might as well get started tonight. But that's my goal. Honestly, so many movies come from books. I really should be more of an avid reader. And I'm interested because some of my least favorite movies of this past year, I did read the book. Mickey 17 was one of my least favorite movies because I read Mickey 7.
But see, that's part of the problem.
I know.
Maybe it might
and I'm
make you appreciate the movie less.
If that's will continue to be the sentiment. But we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, I'm excited. I don't think the Odyssey, I probably won't, be able to understand any of it. So it probably won't affect anything for that one. But everything else, maybe. Because also Project Hail Mary comes out in March.
Yes.
And that was one of my favorite books. I'm not going to reread that, and that's not going to count towards my goal. But, that's just another example. They're out there.
Yes. No, I'm with you, Matt.
Okay,
and honestly,
cool.
I feel like we could have a whole episode discussion on just adaptations, actually.
Yes.
Or we've already had that. We've probably already done it. But I guess I mean book to
we have
film.
done adaptations.
Sounds like us.
We have done that. But I guess I don't know. Maybe I'm just jonesing for a peer review for Project Hail Mary. I might force that on everyone, the movie.
Listen, I'm always down. Always down for that.
Sweet.
Anyone want to jump in for their second goal?
Sure.
Or should we just go in the same order?
Oh, same order? Okay, Tiffany.
I'm okay with that. Okay, guys.
You set the pace.
Yeah, so since I noticed I honestly looked back at my notes app and I looked back at the last 3 or 4 years that we've done this goal episodes, and I've really struggled on any video game goals I ever have. I'm actually literally looking at it and I'm wow, I'm just this is tough. But so I've decided I still wanted a video game goal, but I'm going to make it even more approachable.
Okay, love it.
So
look at a game.
Consider buying it.
That is
I'm gonna hold it in my hands.
The funniest thing you could have said, Alex. Okay, so my video game goal is I will roll credits on ZA, Pokemon ZA. I'm not allowed. Okay, literally, I am not allowed to even think about getting. If there's a next Pokemon iteration,
there will be.
I am not allowed to even think about buying it or pre-ordering it or at all unless I've finished and rolled credits on ZA. Like I will.
That is a smart goal.
And I'm gonna hold myself to that. Like honestly. And then my part B of my video game goal, guys.
Part B.
Of my part B. I have logged on to Animal Crossing every day for the last 3 days. And I have not completed my sea creature library for the museum.
Mm-hmm.
So my goal is to finish the sea creatures section of my Blathers museum, and I literally have to. First of all, I need a freaking lobster. I've been looking every night for a lobster. January lobsters, and I don't know where they are, but I have January to do it, and then there are creatures in March and April that I still need to get for Blathers. So I'm going to. That is my. And then if I don't finish it by April, I'm literally screwed. Like, you know what I mean?
Why?
Time travel it is.
Well, no, I'm not time travel. I do not time travel. I do not mess with my
away?
island.
Oh, okay.
Yes, Yasser, every month a new set of creatures are out and about. And if you miss that window, you have to wait till the next time.
So can you all explain to me how difficult this goal is?
It's not actually that difficult because I'm only missing
the difficult part is going to be for her to remember in April that she needs a sea creature and boot it up. That's going to be the difficult part.
Yeah.
I see. So you have to boot up like after a certain period of time?
It's the month. Each month, like literally like the first of the month, new like bugs come out, new like, you know.
And you have to be there on the first, or can you go anytime in the month?
Anytime in the month.
It's technically any time in the month, and technically certain times of the day. Because sometimes the creature is only available in the daytime, or it's only available in the nighttime, or it's only you know what I mean? Like it's like only available from 5 and 7 p.m.
There's some RNG too. Like she could go fish and then not catch a lobster, even though it's available at that time. So
yes,
it's not a given, I guess.
But it's because of
I think
the 3.0
hardest part will
update.
be for her to stay committed.
Yeah, that is true.
Did you reset it at all? Like with Resetti?
I did not, Matt, because I was like looking. I was walking around my island. I was like, oh my god, like I remember why I did this. There are elements though that now that our storage can be like out the roof, I'm considering like storing away certain like things that I just had out because I did literally had no storage. But now I can like pack away like 9,000 items. And I'm not even close, right? Like I only have like 2,500 items or something like in my storage. Nice. So I can like pack things away and maybe intentionally redesign things. So I am sort of doing that. Oh, I also forgot. Wait a minute. Maybe I should add on to this. I need to finish my, you know, that cutting fox that sells us like shams.
The art?
Yes, I think you know what? I'm gonna finish the sea creatures and the art.
Oh wow,
that's my goal.
That's way harder.
Yeah.
That's
all right.
A lot harder.
The fox only visits every so often, and like on the the secret island that he lives on, he only changes his products like once a week. So like this is it, you guys. I'm back in.
But also, he might not have what you need
exactly
for multiple months.
Yes,
that's going to be really tough.
I'm gonna
that's
believe in me.
You brought it to an S tier. This goal. So so Animal Crossing stuff. You're gonna finish the A. Did you have another number as far as how many you're gonna roll credits on, or was
no? It's literally
cool.
just that's it. Because I can't be trusted.
Okay.
I said
those are very specific. I like that.
Yeah, and then I was debating about throwing in a Fire Emblem thing in here. But like, I don't know.
Let's not get carried away.
Yeah. Maybe should I? I don't know, man.
Goaty.
I don't. Oh God. Okay, no, I'm not gonna do it. Wait. Yeah. Maybe I will. No, I don't know, guys. I'm not doing it.
If it's gonna overwhelm you, don't do it. But just play Fire Emblem.
Reassess at the mid
tier.
goal. Or
That's
Midpoint.
true.
Okay,
we
midpoint,
can always
yeah.
make these harder.
Midpoint eval. Okay,
Yeah,
love it.
theoretically, she finishes the Animal Crossing goal by the midway of the year.
Oh yeah, then we got to put Fire Emblem in there.
Yeah. I mean, ideally, I hope I'm done with ZA then
Hopefully
too.
both.
Yeah.
Hopefully, yeah.
Gosh, I hope so.
It's like it carried away.
I really hope so.
Okay, Alex, I pass it on to you.
All right, my second goal. I do have a game goal. I'm gonna save it for last because it's my biggest goal. So I'll go with this goal as my second goal. Second goal. So I had a reading goal. My second goal is a watching goal.
Ooh.
Okay.
So recently, it was announced that the production studio that animates One Piece will be basically going on a hiatus. Like they took a hiatus at the end of 2025. And they announced that for the remaining seasons of the show, they'll be doing basically 26 episodes a year in kind of like a regular production schedule. So before it was kind of haphazard when episodes would come out, when they could get released, right? How fast they're keeping up with the manga. And so in view of this, my goal for 2026 is to catch up on One Piece. And by that, I mean catch up to what is currently released as of this moment. So the newest episode that came out in December of 2025 was episode 1155.
Bro.
And I am currently on episode 761. So basically, I need to watch about 400 episodes to catch up to
How
One
long
Piece,
are the
but
episodes?
that is my goal. So, about 22 minutes apiece.
Okay.
Nice.
And he said
So,
he's
like,
going to
roughly-
save the goal to last
Yeah.
because that one's his biggest goal.
I'm
so,
concerned.
so roughly it's 130 hours, 130 hours of One Piece, right? No big deal, right?
So it's one Yakuza 0 playthrough. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's a nice way to put it.
I guess when you put it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this is easy.
Like a few years ago, I feel like I had the goal of watching One Piece, or like I mentioned, I watched a bunch of episodes in 1 month basically, and I feel like I haven't watched that much since then because I burned out on watching so much One Piece. But that 1 month
I'm ready
of
to
One
get
Piece
burnt out again.
Yeah, it was so amazing, right? Like it helped. I went through like all of the major arcs because I watched One Piece originally like 10 years ago, like during college, like 10, 15 years ago. And so like returning to it was such a great feeling because it was like, oh no, this is a great show. And obviously the live action is now coming out on Netflix, which has gotten Tiffany into it. And so I'm
Have
like,
you watched the live action?
I have not watched the live action. I'm kind of waiting to see
I need to watch that. It
how
looks
far
good.
they get.
It's so good.
Yeah.
March 10th is on my
It was alright.
calendar.
So
the arc
I
that
want to
they're
return.
going through this next season is like one of my favorite arcs. So like I can't wait. And some of the
anime?
characters of like some of the
Or
assassins
the live action?
Yeah.
looks so good. Yeah, it's live action. Yeah,
Okay.
cool.
That's
Great
exciting.
goal. I'm always about One Piece. I need to catch up on the manga. I'm sorely behind.
What
Cool.
are you at, like 200?
No, I don't even know because
I mean-
the manga, like reading the chapters.
Oh,
Yeah, you're like in
sorry. That's
900.
sorry.
You're like in chapter like
I
900
heard
plus
anime.
or
That's my
something.
bad.
Yeah. All right, Yasser, what are you feeling?
All right. My second one is less to do with something that I want to do more of that I hadn't done enough of previous years, but rather something that I did for the first time last year that I want to repeat at least once this year. And that is attending at least one more film festival this year.
Let's
Oh,
go.
Pretty straightforward. That's
nice.
it. That's
Love it.
Yeah. Perfect. Do you have any in mind that you want to hit up?
Well, I'm probably gonna hit up the Seattle one at the very least.
Okay.
But I want to do one that's outside of Seattle as well. I don't know which one yet though.
International.
I mean, everything's on the table, but obviously international makes it more difficult. But Matt or anybody else on this pod or anyone listening, if y'all want to do a film festival, let me know.
Oh, I'm down. I'm down. When is Seattle?
I think it's May.
Is it May? Oh, that's
think
a nice
so.
time, because then you have your whole fall. You basically can go for it. That's sweet.
True.
Love it.
That
was
we'll be in
honestly
touch
one of my
about that, I'm
favorite
sure.
things. One of my favorite things that we did last year was going to that film festival. There's a few that I've been looking at that are more springtime. So yeah, we'll talk offline. That's perfect. So I've got 2 goals left. I'm gonna do this one because this one is a little bit more of a game. Because I don't know what my goal is. We're gonna decide tonight. What my goal actually is. Because what I have in front of me, internet has been buggy, so I don't know if I necessarily want to share my screen. So it depends on if you trust me or not. But what
I don't
have
think
in
I
front
trust
of
the
me
internet. No.
is a wheel of names. Okay, I'll share my screen. You know what, Hotshot? You can see my screen. You want it? You get it.
All right, here's where the podcast dies.
And this is where the podcast dies. So in front of me is a wheel of names. And if you notice, there's 28 slots. And those 28 slots are of our Fantasy Critic games that we drafted.
Oh my gosh.
And so we're going to spin this wheel 3 times. In the 3 games it falls on,
Okay.
I have to platinum it if a platinum is available, or complete it to whatever you all think would be enough. Like, say it's Pokemon Gen 10.
Okay.
What would that mean for you all? You all can decide. I'll do whatever you think. So we're gonna spin this wheel.
Probably, but yeah.
Yeah.
I
complete
really.
the decks.
Oh my god! If we said complete the decks,
There's a couple games in here that I really don't want it to go onto, like Marvel Token Fighting Souls. Like, I'm not a fighting person, so that would suck. Also, Yakuza Kiwami 3. That would also mean I beat Kiwami 1 and Kiwami 2 beforehand. But you know what? I'm up for the challenge. Okay. You guys ready?
You wouldn't have to platinum
for a wheel
those.
spin? That is true.
Honestly,
you just have to
this
do
is
the
I'll
story
do
for
it.
those.
This is so fun. I'm like actually
This is terrifying.
thrilled. I feel like I need to be more
I'm
like
scared.
fantastical next year. Like, that's what I've decided. I have to figure something out.
I'm thinking. I've been thinking about this wheel spin all day. Okay, let's spin that wheel. Spin number 1. This is when it all crashes for us, everybody.
It's going at like 2 FPS.
Oh
my god! Please!
Oh my
god! Yes!
All right, listeners. He rolled
So-
Pokemon Generation 10.
I'm so
Pokemon
excited.
Generation
Fucking go.
10.
Oh my
man.
God,
He has to
that's what I
complete the
wanted.
decks. He has
Oh
to
my-
complete the decks.
That is hilarious.
Now that
I was like
actually
Forza
picked
Horizon
that,
6.
Maybe I am with Alex. It
Yeah.
almost did
What is
get on Forza. I was like, oh, that's too easy.
Oh
Yeah.
my god! I actually now I have to finish ZA so that I can get Gen 10. So then Matt and I can be buddies.
So I guess completeness would be to roll credits, right? Like to beat the.
No.
Okay. All right.
I
Well,
think
you guys
that's
can
enough.
decide.
I liked Alex's idea.
Oh my
Listen,
gosh,
I'll
that
do
is that cruel and unusual punishment?
I'll do it. All right.
I don't-
Platinums every game that he plays. This is like the closest there is for Pokemon.
I guess that's true.
That is true. That is
And to
true.
be and
All right.
honestly, I would help him on the hunt. I would help Matt
Okay.
do it.
Aiding and
We
abetting.
can all be
Yeah.
there for him.
I'll be cashing in those receipts. All right. So roll number 2, everybody. Come
I
on,
hope
be
it's
nice
still
to
a
me.
2 for
That
you.
nice.
Yeah, I hope it's nice. Oh.
All right, listeners. He
Witchbrook.
rolled Witchbrook.
Interesting.
Witchbrook.
This is a very not Matt.
That's a cozy
Another game he would not
Considered
have played otherwise, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, that is not a
cool.
Oh my god, you know
You
what?
know
I
what?
think I have like voodoo energy on this wheel. Like that's
Oh, no.
all mine. You know?
Those are
You know,
two
I don't know
Tiffany
much
games,
about
right?
Witchbrook.
Yeah, those are two.
I
Yeah.
think we'll
I mean, it's
see
not,
what
no,
happens
Witchbrook,
with
the
that.
game isn't. Yeah, because it might not even come out. You might be fine.
I will say by our like half of the year check-in, if these or if they just like announce that something gets moved to 2027, we'll
reroll.
spin it again. We'll spin it again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Spin again.
Okay.
All right. Third spin.
That would also be
Please.
unfair if all of these games come out in the same time, because that's not fair, Matt.
But then if you got like a free spin with
oh my god.
Oh, that's good. Nice.
Finally.
You couldn't really lose there.
Yeah.
Finally. I know. Lego Batman was my third pick, which is perfect. It almost got Saros, and like I know I'm going to platinum Saros.
I wanted it to be GTA 6 so bad.
Dude, I was wondering if it was going to get GTA 6 because I've never beaten a GTA ever. So that would be very interesting.
Yeah, that
GTA games are so massive. It's insane.
Okay, so my goal.
That was really fun.
It's officially to platinum or complete to, the happiness of Yasser, Alex, and Tiffany, Pokemon Generation 10, Witchbrook, and Lego Batman.
Can you roll one more time?
Okay. Do you want me to share my screen?
Can you roll one more time?
Why?
I mean, you don't really need to, but I'm gonna add on my game goal to play whatever it rolls on. Because that's fun.
The hot add-on.
The hot add-on.
And this.
All right, roll away. I can see
Yasser.
Is it spinning?
It is. Ooh,
I can't even see.
Control Resonant.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
all right.
That's perfect. Yeah, which also means you need
I'm
gonna
have to catch up on some lore, though.
Yeah,
exactly. Which is a win-win, I think.
Perfect. That's perfect. A good one.
Thank you.
Would you like to trade Pokemon Gen 10 for Control Resonant?
No.
Okay. Fair enough. I had to try.
The wheel has spoken, man.
The wheel has spoken. Okay, so I'm going to platinum those 3 games. I will not. I can't wait to play those games. Okay. So that is my second goal. My big gaming goal this year.
That.
Wow. Yeah. So spontaneous.
All right, Tiffany.
All right, we're back
to
our
last goal,
okay.
right?
Yeah, that's my last goal. Okay, so I picked up a little journal from Barnes & Noble before the year started, and it is one of these. First of all, it's a Harry Potter themed journal, but that's the cover just is Harry Potter themed. But the premise of the journal is that it's a 3-year journal, and every day you have 3 sections that you essentially choose a year, and you start your journey. And you write every day a small little snippet. It's not very big at all. And you can use that same journal for 3 years. Because then when you go start over for the next year on January 1st, you'll see the little tidbit that you wrote the year before. I'll send you guys photos of what I'm talking about to make more sense. But my goal this year is I never really was a journal girly growing up, or like a diary girly. Like I think I started, writing things down and then never really kept up with it, or just sporadic here and there. But my goal this year is to write in my journal every day, and I hope to only get behind maybe up to 3 days. You
have a buffer.
Yeah, a buffer. So this past weekend on Monday, I wrote entries for Saturday, Sunday, and Monday because I forgot to do it. Do you know what I mean?
Okay. Sure.
So, yeah. So my goal is to essentially try to write in it every day. If not, if I skip a weekend, go back and write in it. But I think I want to see what happens with the memories that I have or decide to write. Literally one of mine was I had lunch at this restaurant today. Or, you know what I mean? So I don't know. We'll see how this goes. I'm going to try to be a little bit more reflective. Thank you.
The life of a pharmacist.
I do love that too. I really like that.
Yeah, I verified 1,000 orders today. Yeah. Okay, Alex, what's your biggest goal?
A gaming one.
All right. So I had the reading goal, I had the watching goal, now my gaming goal, and the biggest goal I have. So to preface this very quickly, I thought about this goal more than a year ago. I would say at the end of 2024, I had this goal in mind, and I was like, for 2025, I have to hold it off. I have to hold off.
Interesting. Interesting.
And it's mostly because now we're in 2026. And you know what's so special about this year is the number 26. And what's so special about the number 26, you might say? Well, by happenstance, it is the number of letters in the English alphabet.
Oh my God.
And so for my gaming goal for 2026 is I will be playing a game from A to Z, one game each, that like the title starts with at least like the beginning. So I don't count articles. So if it starts with like A blank or the blank, like those don't count as A or T. Like it has to be the first like proper like noun.
Like Animal Well would count, but not a Plague Tale.
Yes, exactly, for A. Okay. And so yes, that is my gaming goal. On top of that, so I'll be doing A to Z. On top of that, 13 of them must be new franchises I've never played an entry in before.
Wow.
So they literally, like, it must be something I've never touched. So, for example, one of the games I've already played is Wolong Fallen Dynasty, so for W, developed by Team Ninja. And it's its own franchise. Even though it's designed similarly to their other games, it's its own IP, it's its own design. So that's something that I qualify as one of the 13. And then the other 13 is just whatever I want. You know, it can be franchises I've already played. You know, if I happen to play the new Pokemon, for instance, that'll qualify, something of that nature. And so really this is kind of a way to, one, to flavor it to the year 2026, to have 26 games, doing 13 old games, but also to help expose myself to new series. And on that note, I'll turn my camera back on here. Actually, I can't because I didn't do it for my co-hosts. But in the background, I typically like to put a game in for just my co-hosts here when we're talking here on Discord. And let me see here. I can turn my camera on now. And so, for example, here in the background, I actually have my A letter game, and that is going to be the Atelier series. So I'll bring it closer to my co-hosts here. But Atelier Ryza, for instance, I actually bought the trilogy, so I won't count all three. If I get to all three, maybe I'll include it. But finally, on top of doing 13 new games and 13 returning games or familiar franchises, I will be creating and hijacking an episode later in the year where I'll be going over all 26 games for my co-hosts here, nice. And I'll be running them down on my experiences journeying from A to Z.
Love it.
Wow.
So you hate us.
Wow. No, yes,
I'm kidding.
He doesn't want us. He doesn't want us there. I have some follow-up questions because I noticed that you were playing Absalom, which is an A game, and so you're just like, you know what? I don't want that A. I'm going to get this other A. So that was just that's just a comment. 2, are you platinum all these games?
So the goal is not to platinum all 26 games. It is to at least roll credits. But at the same time, I don't want to beholden myself to that because I feel like, especially for the fact that I'm trying to do 13 new IP, I will play to the best of my ability each of these games. Yeah. But if I happen to fall off, that's just going to be how it is.
I respect that.
So when I do the presentation, when I hijack an episode later in the year and then we're going all 26 games, I'll have the information. My plan is to document everything about each of these games. How far did I get? Did I get the platinum? When did I play this? And kind of my takeaways, right? What I thought were strengths about it, what I thought were weaknesses. And ultimately, right, where does my recommendation lie? Do I recommend these games or not? And so that's kind of the journey where you're going to be taking with me when I go through all these. So whether or not, I get the platinum, it depends. I guess maybe that'll show how much I like it or not. But also maybe it is a sign of I could like something, get the platinum, but still not recommend it. Who knows? Mm-hmm. So ultimately, hopefully these will be complete evaluations and maybe a sign of saying, hey, I didn't roll credits or get the platinum on this game, but I still highly recommend it, right? It could still be a great game. It's just not something I was able to achieve.
Yeah, if you were about to say that you were going to get 26 platinums for all these random games, like I was going to take that as a call for help, and we were going to like have an intervention, right?
Yeah,
because that is crazy.
Yeah, I in retrospect, I think in recalling the most platinums I've ever gotten in a year has been I think 18 or 19.
Yeah.
So if I were to do 26, that would be like an all-time record.
Yeah, that'd be
insanity.
That'd be a lot
of getting platinums. Yeah. And so, yeah, that definitely wasn't the goal. And more so, I guess this goal is geared towards getting me to play more games. I felt like 2025 was a little bit of a gaming less year for me because of everything going on. And also at the same time, kind of exposing myself to new things where I'm like, hey, maybe there is a long running series like, in this case, the Atelier series, where there's like 20 games in the Atelier series. Obviously, I'm not playing them all, but I do want to at least kind of play a few of them. Yeah, and get an idea of like what like how has this franchise gone on for so long, and how have I not like tried it out?
Love it. You're not going to go in alphabetical order, right?
No. So it's just like, I've already played Wolong, so that's the W. I have Atelier. I have started
you already beat it.
No, I have started Atelier, or I beat Wolong. Yes, Wolong is done.
Okay, wow, nice.
He did get the platinum for Wolong though. And he got the platinum for Absalom. So, like, he's 2 platinums in. So,
wow.
But yeah, so, and then I have a few of the other games already kind of lined up, like, on my radar. You know, slight spoilers, I have Metal Gear Solid Delta will be my M. I've never played a Metal Gear game, so that will be a new franchise for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have Ninja Gaiden Ragebound for N. I've never played a Ninja Gaiden, so that'll also be a new franchise.
Exciting.
And I bought the Resistance trilogy, Resistance 1 through 3 for PS3, and that'll be my R game.
Cool.
Wow.
Love it.
Yeah.
Is Kirby Air Riders going to be in there?
It may or may not be. We'll see.
Okay. Okay, cool. I mean, this is very lofty. You always like to shoot for the moon.
Lofty one.
Yeah,
this is a good one. I like it.
All right, let it be known. We're going to grade you with how well you hit these lofty goals this time.
That's also fair.
Oh yeah, I mean, I feel like part of it too will be I'll aim to do the episode with y'all, whether or not I actually achieve it by November time, right? Obviously, we have to do it before we do our end of year episodes.
Yeah.
So
that is very fair.
in the context of knowing I want to hijack a recording, I'll make sure I get it done in a timely fashion.
Love it.
Sounds great.
All right. Well, my third and last goal is also gaming related, which I did not have a gaming one last year. So this is actually a return of a gaming goal. And I'm curious how you guys are going to like interpret this. But I am going to set a official deadline, 2026 or end of 2026, to get my console backlogs taken care of.
Ooh,
and so what I mean by that is like I've noticed over the years, like more and more, that I'm just like slowly but surely transitioning all my games to PC, more or less. But there are specific experiences that I can only get on console or specific handhelds, whatever. And so those have been on my backlog for a very long time, and I want to be able to just be rid of them. Not in like a necessarily bad way, like I'm saying it, but like I want to play these games, and I feel like giving myself a set deadline to play them will help me at least get them out of the way, hopefully. And then that way I can just like trade in these consoles or give them to my co-hosts and never think about them ever again. And so when I was looking through,
how many games are we talking about?
Yeah. It's not as lofty as Alex's, I don't think. We're looking at around like a handful, half dozen for each console. And so we're looking at like PlayStation 5 has a handful. The Switch has probably the bigger list of like around 8 or so. 3DS has a handful. And Xbox, my backlog is already mostly clear, or I can play them on PC. And so there's maybe like 3 on Xbox.
Man, this is almost equally as ambitious as mine.
Yeah.
Well, because I'm assuming these are all like first, like one player, like single player experiences, like
yes,
probably long games. Yeah.
No, not all of them. I feel like they're all pretty. I don't think any of them are too crazy. I'm trying to look through the list real quick to see if there's anything that might break that mold, but no, not really. I mean, well, actually, I don't know about some of them. Like Ocarina of Time. How long is that?
Probably like a 20-30 hour experience.
Yeah, that's reasonable. I say this now, but like how many will I get through? We'll see.
Yeah.
But that's the goal. That's the goal.
Perfect.
So pray for me.
Yeah.
Good luck.
I'll be thinking about you.
Yeah.
What's from your backlog? What is the one thing that you're like, this might cause me a little bit of trouble? Anything?
I mean, there's a lot of Pokemon games. There's a lot of Pokemon games. I might like get stale on Pokemon before I actually beat them all.
You better start that.
There's
now.
like
Burn
6
before
Pokemon
Gen
games.
10.
Yeah, their 30th anniversary, Yasser.
I mean, 30th anniversary. I'm playing a lot of Pokemon. What?
I guess that's
more
true.
could
Fair
you
enough. How much more could you celebrate it as opposed to just playing every generation?
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
All right. It would not be a goal episode if I didn't talk about movies. So it only feels right to close out our episode with the last goal, which I think, 200 is a nice number. It's very nice. I felt a little bit like, it's the whole carrot versus the stick of like, are you running towards a reward or running away from the consequences of not doing what you're supposed to? And like having 50 in this, 50 in that, 25 in this. Oh, you forgot to think about foreign language films for 2 months. And now you've only watched 6 and like we're running into October. That was a little bit frustrating to me because I felt like I was almost pigeonholing myself into watching a specific set of movies with the end of the year in sight. So I want to make this a little bit easier. I think it might be easier, but I say that and I'm already kind of struggling on this goal because it's already started. So I've dropped something in the chat, or not the chat, just the general Discord of my 2026 movie goal for RXP on Letterboxd. And my goal is for every month to have a theme to the movies that I am watching. These would be my plan is to watch 15 new to me movies each month under a specific theme. So the theme for January is to do a 2025 catch up. The Oscars nominations are coming up, and this is my way of watching all the movies that I missed along the way. What happened is I've watched like 60 movies that have come out in 2025. So there's not too many movies out there, but I'm going to watch, 15 by the end of this month. I've only watched 5, so I'm kind of struggling. But it makes it a little bite-sized, almost like bite-sized side quests for each month. But what you might notice,
I love it. It's our birthday month.
Your all's names are by your birthday months, and so I need your help. And I, on purpose, didn't make a theme for all of the months because I didn't want to take anything that you might be interested in. And so these are just to kind of inspire you because what I need your help at some point, all of you have later half of the year birthdays, so you have a lot of time on your hands to kind of figure this out. But I need you to come up with a theme for your month that I watch 15 movies that pertain to that theme. So, for example, 2025 catch-up is January. Maddie's birthday is in February, so she actually picked her theme already, which is period pieces. So what I have in the parentheses are the movies that I want to target to make sure that I watch. And so one of the movies that comes out in February is Wuthering Heights.
I can't wait to see that.
It is based on a novel, but it's also a period piece. And Maddie loves period pieces. It is her maybe favorite genre. It is maybe my least favorite genre. So it is kind of taking me into, a different aspect of my movie going experiences. March, Project Hail Mary is kind of my highlight of March. And so I'm going to plan on watching 15 sci-fi movies. April, the Super Mario Galaxy movie comes out. So I'm planning on watching 15 video game adaptations and so on and so forth. So I have a few different ideas. If something really speaks to you, my goal, you don't have to target like a new release that comes out your month and like tie it to that. It could just be a movie that you like, or you don't even need to tag a movie that you like. Just come up with a theme that you think would kind of match the energy of your month or leading up to your month. But yeah, that's my goal. So that'll get me to 150 movies if I follow by this 15 per 12 months. And then I'm sure I'm going to be watching plenty of movies outside.
It'd be like 180.
Things. So, oh yeah, no, you're totally right.
I think
it would be 180. Okay. So I'll probably be over 200 this year.
I think I have
we'll go from there.
A theme for mine. So I just quickly looked at what comes out in October of this year, and one thing I saw that Street Fighter comes out, but then I already saw that you have the video game movies in April. So this is what I've decided, because I think I'm just going to shoot for hip and go with my heart. Matt, I would like you to watch 15 movies that were directed by a woman.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Female
Wait,
director.
Is Street Fighter?
No, it's not female led.
Directed by what?
No, it's not. It's not.
I was like, I don't know if I should be saying this out loud, but I'm surprised that Street Fighter is. Anyway, okay.
No. It is not directed by a woman. But I think that, because like literally adaptation, you already have that. Video games, you already have that. I think I want to do directed by a woman. If you struggle with that piece, if the book was adapted, actually no, let's do it. Let's just find it. I'm sure there are 15 movies directed by women.
100%.
Like
100% there is.
Yeah.
So I have a clarifying question.
Yeah.
So you said, would you strongly prefer? You said try to make the, I guess, type related to maybe something that's also releasing in that month, but does it strictly have to be adhering to that?
It doesn't. Yeah, I just basically gave you a reason why I chose those themes for that month. Your month, you can do whatever you want. Whatever. Okay. You want.
Then I also have my theme for August.
Oh wow! Okay, cool.
Yeah, if I'm not so limited to something, because also I don't know what's coming out in August, but kind of looking through what you already have identified here, and then after Tiffany's suggestion. So my theme, I guess it's a little bit nebulous because I don't want to like constrain you too much, but it's the idea of basically a duo lead, like a buddy duo lead.
Ooh.
Love it. Yeah. Perfect.
So 15 movies with like basically you have the two duo leads like going through this journey. However, maybe antagonistic, maybe
sisters,
like maybe as partners,
or
who knows? Like any sort of just the
romance.
You really need the dynamic of the two leads there working.
That's perfect.
I love that.
I am all about that. Yeah, there's so many duos in so many different movies. So yeah, 100%. And Yasser,
I might as well do mine. Let's do it.
Oh my gosh!
I was gonna give you more time to vamp. I will say that my inspiration was, for some reason I just immediately thought about Rush Hour. That's why.
I love that.
I love Rush Hour so much.
The one thing that I thought about after I said female led, I was like, oh, I guess a more Tiffany rec would also have been just animated films. But
yeah, that's true.
But I think I'm still sold on female led. But bonus if it's female led and animated.
Oh my god!
No, I'm kidding.
That's getting specific.
Yeah, that's too specific.
She's like, if you want an A+ next year, that extra credit.
No.
And also, like, there's so many other themes, like so many months that I haven't filled out. So animated is probably going to be one of those things too. But I didn't want to take too many of the ideas. So
yes, that's totally fair. Do a December, a nice cozy December of animated films.
Ooh, okay, I'm down.
But
I'm giving you.
What you thinking?
I'm giving you the new Zach Kreger movie.
Let's go.
Do you know what it is?
I was hoping you'd do something with it.
Yeah. So Resident Evil, and might as well make it a horror month because it's good timing anyways. Let's go.
Let's go. I honestly, Yazir, I almost put you down for horror with Resident Evil in mind because like that movie coming out on our birthday month, crazy.
It just feels too right.
Just feels too right. Okay, well, perfect. Well, I will fill the rest of that month in and hopefully keep you guys updated on how things are going. But that'll make it fun this year. Cool.
Wow, everyone but me went outside the box, and I love it. I'm here to be inspired by you all.
You went outside the box.
Only a little.
You're like you're meeting it with that fox and
I know. I enjoyed that one.
Getting swindled.
You're literally picking up a game that I am not brave enough to because I'm not brave enough to open myself to that world again.
That's fair.
But yeah, we've got some lofty goals, and I agree. Kid gloves have to come out. I know I was the softest on the grades this year because I just appreciate everybody's effort. But you know what? I'm gonna have to start giving out some bad grades next year. So don't mess it up. All right. Well, that's it, guys. That's goals of 2026. Stay tuned if you're new to listening to us. We're going to be all about the hype in the next episode, talking all about 2026, the things that we cannot wait to play and watch and all those things. So fun time to stick around on the podcast, like, subscribe, do all those things. Grandmaster Drug with the tunes. Thank you so much, and we will see you next time. I've been thinking about this wheel spin all day.